This short video will show you how to access DartFS from your workstation, laptop or desktop. The beginning of this video is the same for both Macintosh and Windows PCs. I will introduce DartFS in a nutshell, show you how to obtain an account, and how to set up your DartFS space on your workstation, Mac or PC, and also the lab share of your PI if he or she has one. First, to request an account, please go to rc.dartmouth.edu. On the upper right hand side corner, you'll see a request an account icon. You can hit that button. You will be required to authenticate with your NetID password to request the account. For more information about DartFS, you can go to Services, Data Storage, DartFS. This will introduce some of the key concepts of what DartFS is and some of the pricing. Everybody at Dartmouth receives a 50 gigabyte home directory at no cost. On top of that, faculty and PIs can request a 1 terabyte shared lab space to put shared data sets for the entire lab. Additional space is available for both types of storage, and then I will encourage you to read the rest of the information. The other thing that is interesting is there's 2 tiers of DartFS, the standard DartFS or desktop grade, and then we have an HPC grade DartFS. By default, both free of charge spaces are in the HPC tier. Once your account has been provisioned, you will receive an email with much more information, including some of the information you'll need later in this video. A short overview of DartFS. DartFS sits in the middle of the Dartmouth network here, and it can be mounted directly on your workstation, PC, Macintosh, or Linux. And it is also directly accessible to our HPC environment or high performance computing environment, Discovery, Andes, and Polaris. This means that whatever you copy from your desktop or laptop onto your DartFS is immediately available on the high performance computing environment. There's a full access guide under dartgo.org/DartFS. This is the guide I will be using to show you how to mount the drive on your Mac and PC. I will be following the guide for the Macintosh connection of your DartFS space. Please make sure you have your confirmation email handy, as it contains the UNC path that you will need to copy-paste in a second. Also, please make sure that if you are not on a Dartmouth campus connection, either the wired network or Eduroam, make sure you are on the Dartmouth VPN. If you have a doubt or if you don't know how to connect to the VPN, please see the access guide and the piece that talks about the VPN connection. There's an article that guides you on how to connect to the VPN. Once you are on the VPN, you can follow this guide step by step. The first step is to bring up the Finder by either clicking the Finder icon in your application tray or just clicking anywhere on your desktop. Then go to the Go menu and scroll down all the way down to Connect to Server. Connect to Server will bring up this window where you will be pasting the UNC path for the Macintosh. The UNC path for the Macintosh looks like this. It starts with smb:// followed by your NetID at dartfs-hpc dartmouth.edu/rc/home/the last character of your NetID/your NetID. You may choose to bookmark or save to your favorite by clicking the plus icon here. Then hit connect. Once you click connect, a new Finder window will appear with your DartFS home space mounted. If you have remote servers icons, an icon will also appear with your NetID on it. You can make this appear by going to your Finder preferences and then making sure to check mark the box next to connected servers in order for the icon to show up. The same procedure is required when you want to mount your PI's DartFS space if he or she has one. They will have to provide you with the unique UNC path. However, you will have to use your own NetID to access that path. You cannot use somebody else's NetID ever. The rest of the path is completely dependent on the specific space of the PI. Some have a -HPC, some do not, and then usually are followed by RC, lab, and then the rest of the path there. You will have to request access to that space specifically and separately. Your PI will have to do that for you. One thing that I didn't show, usually there's a window that appears that asks you for your password. Naturally, that is the password that is associated with your NetID. Finally, you may choose to have DartFS mount automatically every time you start up your computer. In order to do this, click on your system preferences and then select user and group, select your name on the left-hand pane, and then login items. Then you can simply drag and drop this DartFS icon into the list. Mine is already there, so every time I log in, this DartFS will be mounted on my computer. You may do the same exact thing with your PI's DartFS space. Information is available at rc.dartmouth.edu. You can also email us directly at research.computing@dartmouth.edu for questions and help requests. Thank you.